So the film begins in a forest where a girl named Amanda regains consciousness. Sanjeev had put a camera on her stomach, and there were cameras on the trees where she regained consciousness. Now the scene cuts, and we are shown a group of 3 friends coming out of the party. Among them, a girl named Amanda gets a message from someone who is calling her to meet him. Amanda leaves her friends and goes to meet Hyman. On the way, she constantly felt as if someone was following her. Then, at the cemetery, the person who was calling her sends her a Joker emoji, and 12 people wearing Joker masks from behind tie cloth on her mouth and catch her. After which Shara gains consciousness in the forest. She was worried about how she came here and why she was brought here. When she roams around, she finds some posters of missing people, one of which was hers too. Seeing which, she got even more scared. She had not yet come out of the shock when 2 masked people came in front of her again. She got scared on seeing them, and these masked people made her unconscious by giving her an injection. This time, when Shara gained consciousness, she was tied to a chair. There was a camera in front of her from where Ash was ordered to smile forcefully. And through this voice, it was told that this is a murder show. Here the live stream was going on, and people were constantly sending messages. In those messages, the ways to kill Amanda were being told, and in this way Amanda is killed. The next day, the police find the mutilated body of a girl in the forest. It is revealed that this was Amanda's body, and in this way news of this murder becomes very viral. This was not the first murder of this kind in this city. Earlier also, many people were killed in such a strange way. Till date, the police were not able to find a clue as to who killed them and how. Well, now the scene shifts towards a podcast which is being hosted by Ethan, who is a famous Uber. Ethan was talking about the same murder show in which Amanda was killed. He says that people enjoy watching people die, and such shows are very popular on dark websites. But it is surprising that common people approach this website so easily. The police have not been able to find any clue about it yet. At this time, he was criticizing the police. But he makes it clear in his podcast that he does not hate the police. He just wants police to do their job well. During this podcast, Ethan gets a call from someone. As soon as he receives the call, there was only the sound of a girl screaming and shouting, nothing else. These people now end this podcast. Ethan gets a call from his mom. She was crying, and all she could say to Ethan was to come back. When Ethan went, he came to know that his sister had been murdered. Amanda was his sister. He becomes very sad and does another podcast in which he tells that it has been almost a week since his sister died. But the police have not been able to find her killers yet. One day he goes to his sister's house in grief. He spends a lot of time there, and there on the board in her room he sees a strange message in which it was written that hell is empty and all the devils are in this world. After taking a picture of this message, he sleeps here on Amanda's bed. In his dream, he dreams of Amanda's murder. He woke up in fear from this dream. At the same time, a message comes on his phone, on seeing which it was the same Joker's mask that we've seen earlier in the movie. He was not able to understand what the Joker has to do with all these things. Anyway, he now comes to his mother's house because his mother was calling him home for a long time. On the way, he sees a girl wearing the same Joker mask and gets scared, because he thought that the people wearing this mask are following him. Anyway, he ignores them and comes home. His mother was not at home at that time. He goes to the kitchen. His mother had cooked food for him, and as he is heating it, he again sees the same masked girl outside his kitchen window. He immediately goes out of the house to see her, but he does not find anyone there either. When he comes inside the house, he sees that his mother has also come, who asks him the reason for his nervousness. Then he hides his nervousness and says that I am just sad because of Amanda. Here his mother also gets emotional, and Ethan encourages his mother by saying that whatever happens, I will find out about Amanda's murder. After saying all this, he goes to the room. As soon as he goes there, he receives some messages. This is some. There were pictures which he got scared as soon as he opened them because these were pictures of his sister's dead body. There were pictures of her mutilated body parts which scared him a lot. The scene cuts and we are shown a girl named Kate who is Amanda's friend and currently works in a boutique. Ethan comes to meet Kate because he knew that Kate is very close to Amanda. He meets Kate and tells him that he has started feeling very strange these days. He feels as if someone is constantly following him and someone is also sending him Amanda's dead pictures. He is also getting threatening emails, and in these emails and pictures, he also saw Kate's picture with Amanda. He tells Kate to tell him everything she knows. Here Kate gets scared and agrees to tell him everything. She tells that Amanda and another friend of ours had opened a dark website together, where we found this murder show, where a girl was sitting and she was being tortured. Everyone was paying money to get her tortured. And similarly, Amanda also sent money to the same show and adventure and said, "Talk you the nails of this girl." But instead of cutting the nails of that girl, those people cut her throat on the screen itself. Due to which these three got very scared, and from that day onwards they had this guilt that a girl had died because of them. Kit says that also tried to copy the link of that website and also tried to tell the police about it. But every time that link turns out to be fake. That is, the link of that site changes frequently, and it is very difficult to copy or trace it. Ethan says that I have a session of this too. I know about a hacker who can help us in this work. Kit also tells that you can also watch their videos online on the dark web. Ethan quickly searches the video, which starts with a strange hoarse voice. She tells that we never introduce ourselves because we are the masters of the dark world. They tell Fit to watch this video. They will be given some challenges. Some puzzles will be given to solve, and whoever solves them and finds the murder show, these people will also find him. Ethan solves all the puzzles sitting here and turns on the video of that murder show, and the next second, he gets a message where there was a picture of his wife sitting there. Both of them get scared after seeing this picture. Ethan immediately looks around and goes out to see if someone was keeping an eye on him, but there was no one around them, and this thing scared them even more. Scared. These people now go to Shadow Monkey, i.e. the hacker whom Ethan knew, to ask for help. Shadow Monkey refuses to help them after listening to all this and says that if he has already hacked their phones and computers, then it means that they can do something dangerous. Hearing this, Ethan becomes very emotional and also gets angry. In this process, he sees very strange things to Shadow Monkey, so Shadow Monkey also agrees to his words, and after hearing his assurance, Kate and Ethan come out of his house. Kate tells Ethan that I don't think Shadow Monkey will help us. Then, Ethan tells her that Shadow Monkey has helped me in the first 6 cases. He is a bit strange, but he does his work well. Here Kate remembers that she also has a detective's card, who had interviewed Amadea after her death. She gives this card to Ethan as well. Ethan also tries to call on this number many times, but either this number was going off or out of service. Well, now Ethan drops Kate at her boutique where she had left all her work. On the way, they decide that as soon as morning comes, they will also meet the detective whose card and contact Kate has given to Ethan. After going to the boutique, Kate starts working, and then she feels as if someone is following her. She herself goes outside, but there was no one there. She comes back and sits at her place, and in the meantime, Ethan also makes a video call to her. While working, these people wanted to work on this case as well. While talking, their friendship also becomes very good, and then the light here also goes off. Kit gets up and goes to check the fuse, then she starts hearing strange sounds. Kit looks back, and there was a clown toy from inside, which that clown music is playing. Ethan quickly tells Kit to run away from there because Heck'll see a shadow behind him. When Kit looks back, It was a girl wearing a Joker's mask just like the masked people who murdered Amanda. Before she could run away from there and do anything, she is attacked and made unconscious, after which she does not know anything. Ethan, who is watching all this from his phone, is notable to help Kate, and when those people wearing Joker's masks pick up this phone, Ethan threatens them that I will find you and kill you, but they don't listen to him. Here it is shown that when Kate regains consciousness, she was locked in a small cage and a camera was installed in front of her. Here she hears someone's familiar voice and she comes to know that it was another friend of Kate and Remender who is also kidnapped and brought here like her. Both of them were scared and were talking about what will happen to them. They don't even know. In the midst of their conversation, the gate opens and these people forcibly take Kate's friend from here. However, Kate keeps crying and stops them. After a while, another masked man comes with a big injection and injects Kate and makes her unconscious. Here we see that Ethan had reached the police station to help Kate, where he meets Detective Sancha. This was the same detective whose car Kate had given him. Ethan tells them about all the things. About those dolls which are found from where girls or anyone else here kidnapped. He tells that whoever kidnapped Kate and before that her sister, they hide their identity by wearing a Joker's mask, and they also show all this on the dark web in the name of Murdershow. I have also opened that dark web and watched those videos, and since then those people wearing Joker's mask have started following me too. They even followed me to my mom's house and he saw the same people on video call during Kate's kidnapping. The detective listens to everything he says and says, I think Ethan, you need a good name. I don't know what old stories you are making up. The simple thing was that they did not take any action on Ethan's complaint. Here, when Kate regained consciousness, a live TV was running in front of him, where a boy was being tortured and people were continuously paying money to get him tortured even more. There were similar comments on the site that give him more pain and beat him more. Seeing this, she gets very upset and screams and asks to stop it, but no one was able to hear her. While doing this, first the boy's hands and feet were cutting, then his throat was slit and he was killed. Kate's other friend who was taken from here earlier is brought back and put in her cell. She tells Ketefet it was not her turn yet. She was very scared because she knew Thatch was saved, but it was her turn next. On the other hand, it is shown that Ethan was already making a new plan with Shadow Monkey to save Kate's life. With the hacking ability of Shadow Monkey, these people soon succeed in copying the link of the Murdershow. But after coming here, the hacker comes to know that getting the link of this site was just a trap of the Murdershow people. They give him a message that now it is your turn next. Shadow Monkey gets a little scared by this button, calming himself down. He tells Ethan that he has put very high security layers on all his systems, due to which no one will be able to find him. But then he realized that his camera was still on, due to which these people were able to see him. Now it was really a matter of fear. He gets up and picks up a gun for his defense and also gives Ethan a knife for any bad times. Well, after copying this link, Ethan goes to the policeman again and tells him the same story. But the policeman was still not ready to listen to him. On the other hand, Shadow Monkey was partying at this time because he had made a big killing from his side by hacking the link of that site. Here Ethan was arguing with the detective at this time. When the detective asks him for proof, and as soon as Ethan sees him showing the proof, all the things change there, due to which Ethan gets even more nervous and the policeman easily proves him a liar. But he knew what was happening here. He quickly leaves from there and Shadow calls Monkey and tries to warn him. He wanted to tell him that the people of the Murdershow have found his secret house. But Shadow Monkey does not pay attention to his words. Instead, he keeps on doing his work because he had to find out at which location the Murdershow is going on, and he finds out this through the IP address, and as soon as he found out the address, His computer sware hacked and the same picture of the Joker started playing on the screen, and someone forcefully entered his house from behind. These two people wearing Joker's mask were the same people who were running the murder show, and in the end, to hide their murder show from everyone, they had to kill Shadow Monkey as well. By the time Ethan reached here, it was too late. Those people had already killed Shadow Monkey and left from here, and the intro of the murder show was playing on the screen of all his 3 computers. He now searches Shadow Monkey because Shadow Monkey had told him that he has been successful in copying the address of the murder show, and finally, Ethan gets that address from Shadow Monkey's pocket. Without doing anything else, he reached the location, where he saw how these people were forcibly taking the unconscious people inside. Ethan thought that he was going inside hiding from everyone, but he did not know that these people had already seen him. And now they inject him with anesthesia and take him to the same place where Kate and her other friend were already imprisoned in a cage. When he regained consciousness, he was on the other side of Kate. As soon as he regained consciousness, he also found himself on the other side of Kate, locked in the cage. A picture was playing in front of them where Kate and Amanda's other friend were made to sit for torture in the murder show. Everyone was panicking, crying, screaming, seeing his condition. But not Ethan. Ethan remembers that Shadow Monkey had given him a knife. He uses this knife in this bad time and frees himself. As soon as he frees himself, he cuts the cage of the head of the same knife and frees it too. After coming out from there, both of them decide to fight. They go to a room with Ethan's small knife, which was the control room. There were many computer screens here, and a girl wearing a mask tries to attack Ethan with her sharp claws as soon as she sees them. But then a gate comes from behind and stabs him with a knife and makes him fall down. Before the people could look down and kill her, she disappeared from here. Now Ethan and Kate moved to the next side. There were more people wearing Joker masks, and this was their main room where these people used to sit and torture people. After coming here, these people get more disappointed because they were coming to save their friend, who had already been killed by the people of the murder show. Kate understands that they have set traps at various places, and these people cannot escape from here. Before these people could escape, many masked people are there around them. Ethan goes inside a tunnel from there to save himself, whereas Kate now decides to fight with her dad and fight these people back, as she knows that if she does not fight, she will be killed anyway. She had an axe in her hand with which she would kill everyone. In such a situation, to save herself from her, one or two people wearing Joker masks also move away from her. To chase them and save Ethan, she goes to another room, then she finds a chainsaw on the way, which she picks up. Here we see that the girl sitting in the control room, who had suddenly peppered, comes back to the control room and rings the alarm, and then Eamon with an axe comes, who is about to find Ethan and kill him. But before that, Kate comes from behind and kills him with a chain. After getting the chain in her hand, Kate was not afraid of anyone. Whoever came in front of her, she was killing them with a chainsaw before they could kill the owner of the real murder show. The last guy manages to escape from here by sitting in the queue. Now the scene cuts and we're shown the scene of a few months later. Whatever Kate and Ethan had done, they had killed a group of serial killers. Even the police could not do this work. All the media people kept questioning the police about all these things, but the police had no answer to all these things. A year passes and we are shown that Ethan had written a book on this adventure that happened with him. The book sold very well and he became very famous through this book. Here many people, those who had come to take his autograph, are shown. After which Ethan goes home. We see that now he lives with Kate and both of them are living a good life. But despite that, they are afraid that the last person wearing the Joker's mask may come in their hands and kill them. That is why Ethan keeps a gun with him all the time. Even when he goes to drop Crash, Hugh is still holding the gun in his hand. After dropping the gun, he sees a missing poster nearby on which his picture was made. This was the same missing poster that we saw with Amanda, i.e. Ethan's sister, in the beginning of the movie. Before he could react to anything or take out his gun, someone from behind injects him in the neck and makes him unconscious. When Ethan regained consciousness, he was tied to a truck bag. And here there were many people wearing Joker's masks who were bidding for him, and finally Hayes sold to a girl for $10,000. On seeing her, Ethan remembered that this was the last girl Woe had managed to escape from them that day. Ethan was in shock when suddenly a masked man removed the mask from his face. It was none other than the same detective to whom Ethan used to go for help every time. All these people started laughing at Ethan, and it was revealed that actually all the powerful men were involved in this game, and the movie ends here showing just this.